Oversight Committee. Liz?
David, the music has stopped for two big stars, at least when it comes to one of their songs. A jury has ordered Pharrell Williams and Robin Thicke to pay $7.4 million to the family of Marvin Gaye for copyright infringement. Their song Blurred Lines sounded too much like Marvin Gaye's song Got to Give It Up. We aim to be fair and balanced here at Fox Business. In the last hour, we heard from Richard Bush. He's the attorney for the Gaye family. Now we bring in Pharrell and Robin Thicke's attorney, Howard E. King, partner at King, Holmes, Paterno, and Berliner. Great to have you. Thank you so much for being here. We do appreciate it, Mr. King. Right off the bat, will you appeal?
We owe it to songwriters around the world to make sure this verdict doesn't stand. My clients know that they wrote the song Blurred Lines from their hearts and souls and no other source.
Well, there's a heart, there's a soul, and there's a mind. And the jury totally believed that their minds went right to Marvin Gaye's song, and that was the initial verdict. Can I just hear, is that a yes, you will appeal, and if so, when?
We're going to exercise every post-trial remedy we have to make sure this verdict does not stand. We look at it as being in the seventh inning of a game that could go into extra innings.
Are the Gays going to see any of the $7.4 million?
Not if I do my job correctly.
That's interesting that you say that, because Richard Bush, their attorney, said in the last hour, I highly doubt they will appeal. When you had a jury that never really got to hear the whole Marvin Gaye song, just parts of it, and still decided that there were some stolen parts from it, then they felt that they had truly won this war.
This jury didn't listen to any music, which is rather surprising to me.
Why not? I mean, we know that there was only the sheet music that was copyrighted because that goes way back. This is a 1970s Marvin Gaye song. So for us old fogies here who knew it, you know, I have to say, I really heard a major similarity, and it felt more than just a jive or a derivative, if you know what I mean. And the jury really felt this, and there were a lot of jury members apparently who had never really heard that Marvin Gaye song. Do you feel that they were just totally wrong? I mean, did you not bring in better musicologists than they did?
Apparently not. But the fact is, the harmonies are different, the chords are different, and the notes are different.
Mr. King, there's another question about Pharrell's other song, Happy. I want to just quickly play that, and then a song called Ain't That Peculiar by Marvin Gaye that people are now equating as similar. Here it is.
Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. But still I'm crazy about you. Stay away too long and I can't do without you.
People are already equating those two and now saying Pharrell had a thing for Marvin Gaye's music. Are you ready to fight that battle if it comes up?
Listen, Pharrell has readily admitted that Marvin Gaye is one of his idols. But it's silk and rayon. If this is the way the law is going to go, then the creator of Rayon better look behind him for lawsuits from the owner of Silk, because even though they feel the same, they're structurally completely different, just like these songs. Even the two songs you just played me are structurally and materially different.
There are a lot of people saying that this is setting some type of precedent, but we all remember, you know, when George Harrison's song My Sweet Lord was under the microscope, he got sued by Ronnie Mack, who had written, I believe it was called He's So Fine, and he was found guilty of plagiarism, in fact, from those two songs. What kind of precedent does this set if that case already happened?
Well, you can find an errant jury anywhere, and I think that's what George Harrison suffered, because those two songs aren't the same either. Just because 8 people think that two songs are similar doesn't mean they are. So I think this has a deterrent effect. I think this is a horrible decision that is going to affect whether or not record labels provide the necessary funds for new music to be created. So I do think it is a bad precedent, and I think I let songwriters down around the world, and I've heard from many of those, and we're going to do what we can do for those other songwriters to see that this verdict does not stand.
Howard E. King, the lawyer for Pharrell Williams and for Robin Thicke, thank you so much for coming on. You know, we really do want to be fair and balanced here, and please come back. Something tells me from your tone, this is far from over.
That's right.
Thank you, Mr. King. We appreciate it. David?